So today I'm back to work on my stock market model. As of 3 p.m. today, I'm now unemployed. So I'm gonna head down and figure out how to get unemployment tomorrow. And until I get a job, I'll be working on this all the time, in the hope that I won't have to get a job. And so I have all this code here written for the model. Um, Let me pull up the PowerPoint market research. So, last I worked on this was 129. So here we are, February 3rd, 2026. Um, Plans moving forward. And so I'm kind of scatterbrained with this model. Um, I need to make an isolated class for testing out uh, for a framework for testing returns model. And so what I want to add into this PowerPoint is a really uh, I want to walk through. I'm trying these variables. I'm trying these variables. This doesn't work. Um, and so before I do that, I need to get data set with all possible variables. Um, yeah. Okay, so before I start working on this, I need to update my Bitcoin trade, which has done extremely well over the last few days. So I have this put on IBIT. 2 Oh, so I updated it yesterday, but I didn't do a stream. So I'm updating this every morning with the value at market open. Okay, so let me look at my phone really quick. Wipe off my thumb. And let's see, what was that worth this morning at market open? Whoa. It rose to 1145 today at 11 a.m. But then it fell back off. But let's go see. So at market open, it was $1,008. So less than yesterday, but I'm still up big. And then Bitcoin value at market open. Bitcoin at 630. 78,057.63. 1,057.63. And we could fill this down so it'll be slightly less than yesterday. And then 2 times inverse Bitcoin, I have to update. Ooh, alright. I'll look this up on the internet. I need a tab. Oh, DocuSign. Let's get out of that. Alright, BTCZ price. So today at market open, BTCZ. 2 p.m. Oh, I forgot. This thing's fucked up. February 3rd. Okay. So 9:30 a.m. is what I want. Is 499 this morning. Is that right? I need 2 days ago. February 2nd at market open, $5.03. So 2/1/2026. Still had 88 shares. Total cost was the same. Price was 5.03. Okay, so yesterday I was up to that 2/2/2026. That's the same. That's the same. Share price was, all right, market open. 6:30 a.m. 4.97. Okay, so I'm up $77 on that, and the put I'm up to 47, which is like a third basically. Okay, so very cool. Oh, I should save this. Save. All right. Let's go here. All right, so let's make a plan. We need a data set with all possible variables. But to get the data set, we need the training universe. So let's look here. Let's see if I could remember. I have all these different methods for getting picks. I might just start a new GitHub. Let's go here. All right, GitHub. So I'm going to start a new repository. And I forgot I should leave a chat in the comment in the chat and say thanks. Oh, cool. Someone starred my repository. Well, never mind. That one's already starred. Usually I don't get any stars on my repository. But this person starred it. So I should probably update it. The whole thing is a mess. Yeah, I'll just leave it as a mess. I'll update it when I have something good. So we have stock data. We want to get fundamental data. Let me look up sources. So I'm using this data from DoltHub, but it doesn't go back far enough. So I need some source, free source of fundamental stock data quarterly reports. Oh, that's not going to be free, is it? I need high quality historical fundamental data. No, I need free data. The best data vendors have problems with data quality. Huh? Okay, I guess it's just a difficult problem to solve. US fundamentals data. "24 years of history. Pricing information. I don't have any money. I don't even have a job. I mean, the other thing I could do is just so I have uh, that data from Dolt Hub. Um, Google AI Studio. So I was having a problem with Dolt Hub. Let me pull up the terminal. This is work crap. Okay, so here's the SQL server. And the problem is I was able to activate multiple servers at once. I have multiple Dolt servers in the same folder. How do I activate them all at once? Question. Did I put a... Oh, I forgot. I was in the middle of doing this. Hey, Christos. How are you? What are you up to? I haven't worked on this for like a week, so I'm getting back to it. Basically I've been working on this model. I got something that seems to work well, but it's really fragile. If I take the number of picks down to 1, I can get it to work. This is, it's kind of hard to see, but, oops. So 500 picks, 500 picks were underperforming SPY, 100 picks were matching SPY, 20 picks were 50 picks slightly better, 20 picks even better, all the way to 1 pick is clearly better than SPY. But I'm worried this might just be a bull market. So I'm looking at how does the number of picks affect the Sharpe score, and then also the worst drawdown. And so a Sharpe score above 1 means you have something that's usable. The higher the better. Thanks. Yeah, so Sharpe score 1 is usable. The higher your Sharpe score, the better. But you can see here that if the Sharpe score is less than 1, I did a bunch of stuff with picking stocks and defining a universe and stuff. That's kind of complicated and not too interesting. The core thing here is that I got a return model and then I'm back testing it. And so there are 500 stocks in the universe. Do we want to pick all of them and weight them equally? Or you can weight by the predicted returns. And I found that if I'm only picking the best one every single day, I'm getting a Sharpe score that's good enough to use. But if I pick any more than 1, even 2, suddenly it drops below 1. So this is a really fragile method. So then I was looking at what are some different thresholds I could use, because this is just picking the best one. But then you can also tell it, hey, if the best one is below a certain probability of having a positive return, yeah, number of stocks. So like here, 20 picks means that it's picking the 20 stocks with the highest predicted returns for the day. But maybe that the 20 stocks with the highest predicted returns, maybe those are all predicted to return negative. And so I thought maybe this is the problem here. So I'm looking like, what if I change the threshold? So instead of the threshold just being, look at stocks with a predicted positive return, you see if you increase the threshold here, the Sharpe is just below 1. But then here, if you make it 0.53, you're getting a Sharpe like 1.6 something. And then 0.54 has a really high Sharpe ratio. And then if you look at the returns, 0.54 is underperforming, but it also avoids these really bad drawdowns. Like here, the model would just be losing money for, what is that, like 2 or 3 months straight. And so that's if you're just using a threshold of 0.5. So you still have a good Sharpe ratio. It's usable. But this Sharpe ratio, even though the returns are lower, it's a much more stable method. And that makes it... which stocks, though? Yeah, it changes every day. And the problem with this is it's not really... that robust because it's picking the best one every day. Um, and so then I basically was going around and looking at different things to do. I want something really robust, and at the end of the day, if you're picking the best one every day, uh, it's you either need to have a small portfolio allocation to mitigate risk. Did you see PayPal today? Let me pull up PayPal. And so PayPal, they got killed today. So what if the best pick of the day was PayPal? Oh, I guess that was that dropped right at market open. So that's not a good example, but basically you want to avoid really bad midday drops. Thanks, I appreciate it. Um, Subscribe if you think it's interesting. And yeah, like I said, I was working on this every day. I kind of, what do you call it, tapered off over the last week just because my brain was getting fried on this. But now, as of today, I don't have a job anymore. So I'm going on unemployment. And while I'm applying for jobs, I have nothing to do other than work on this. And hopefully, I can get, good enough strategy in the stock market that I don't need to worry about a job. But, that's kind of a dream right now. But basically, you want to avoid really bad drops like this. And so, what do you do if most of your portfolio is in something you don't want to have a bad drop? And the way to mitigate that is get a strategy that will work on, instead of just picking the best one, I want to pick, maybe the best 10 and weight them. Um, have something more stable. Even though it looks like this strategy is pretty good, I want something better. This is a little risky to me. Thanks. It is kind of crazy. But so now I need to organize it. And the problem with this is I kept doing, so I'm using Python to do this. And as you can see, my folder has exploded and gotten huge. So I have all of these files. When I was just working on the data, getting the data and cleaning it, I had 3 files: analysis, Dolt reader, and then tests, wherever that is, to test the functions that are in there. Now it's grown into a huge giant thing where I have all these different scripts and see like LGBM v5, v6, v5, v4, v3, v2. And so those are all for training the data. Thanks. I need it. And so, this is kind of chaotic having so many different, a different file for each training method. So rather than that, I'm going to make one file that puts all of this into a class, and then I can experiment with different training methods. And then I'm going to document it on here. One thing is that, let me go up to when I analyzed it. So, oh, I didn't document that. So I'm also not documenting things that great. But the model that I've trained here, oh good, that does go higher. Just a sec, I'm adjusting my monitor. The model that I've trained here that's working on this stuff, this one's picking, I think, well, I could go check. This is LGBM v5. So let's just run the script and see how it's doing. Because I'm getting like, I think it's about 51, maybe slightly over 51. If I could get something that's like 53, then that's really robust, and then I know I'm doing well. So let's do LGBM v5.py. And then it's going to run. It just takes some time. So this is using the LGBM model, which was suggested by one of my viewers, Shao. It is extremely helpful. They appear to be a data scientist of some sort. So I'm training this LGBM model. These work well on stocks. And I'm not even sure exactly how the model works. I'm just giving it inputs and then outputs to train to. And oh yeah, I guess I do know how it works. It's basically a random forest, but instead of random forest branches out every solution. Okay, so here, what are we doing? Directional accuracy, 51.6%. Yeah, so let me document this. Put it into the PowerPoint. No, all the model's doing is it's just predicting a return. So I'm feeding the model. Basically, you have to define your universe so that you're not training the model on crap, like penny stocks and stuff. Certain stocks just aren't going to be predictable. So you want to leave out the stocks that aren't predictable. I'm doing that by isolating the stocks have to be over $15. They have to be low volatility. So I'm picking and they have to have high liquidity. So I'm picking the top 1,000 stocks by liquidity, and then leaving out everything that's under $15 per share to, leave out penny stocks or small stocks. And then from those, I'm picking the lowest 500 in terms of volatility. And so that gives me reliable things that I could pick. They're not volatile, they have high liquidity, and they're not penny stocks. Um, and then I'm training a returns model on that. So that's 500 stocks, and it updates each month. So whatever's low volatility or high liquidity will change from month to month. And then certain stocks get delisted, and then new stocks get listed. So you need to update that. So the first thing I'm doing is this script here, get data. That's an old one. Yeah, so this script gets data. No, I'm using get data v4. So you can see here, I'm isolating, so I kind of expanded. I'm saying only isolate stocks that are less than $5. Oh, and I also cut out things that drop over 50% in the last year. Yeah, that's basically what it is. If you look up the S&P 500, it's really hard to get. That was my first idea, is I'm just going to train on the S&P 500 stocks. And of course, that's all this stuff, it's financial. So they put everything behind a paywall. But that's not what I want to do. The idea is to do something for the little guys. And little guys like me, we don't have a bunch of money. All we have is a good attitude and some coding skills. And so I want to make something that trains only on free data, only uses free data, and then is successful in the stock market. And then I'm going to put that on my GitHub, or it's on my GitHub, and then anyone could go grab it and tweak it, tune it, do whatever they want with it, and then use it for themselves. This is not financial advice. I have to do that disclaimer so someday YouTube lets me have ads. Yeah, so it's doing this. It's getting data. It updates every month. It's think of it like as the S&P 500 sort of deal. Pat's, what'd you call it? Pat's 500. Yeah, P and T 500 or something. PAT 500. And So yeah, it's getting those stocks every year, and then it trains on those, and it wants to predict the returns on those stocks. And so that's what's going on in this script here. Is now it's training on that universe that I defined. You see here, I give it the universe, and then it's predicting the returns. And then it has a training and test region. In the test region, I'm getting 51.6% directional accuracy, which is good. I'm beating a coin flip. But it's not so great. It only really works if I pick the top pick every day. And even then, the sharp score is just above 1. So I need something more robust. And where that starts is working on this model. And I need to get this 51.64 up to, it would be nice to get like 53%. And if I got 53%, then I would definitely be able to get a better Sharpe ratio out of the testing strategy. And so basically I have all these different scripts for getting data for the universe, and then all these different scripts for training the model, and then different scripts for testing the model. And that's made this, the coding environment, just chaos. Well, thanks. Thanks for watching. Yeah, hopefully soon I'll have a good working model. I mean, this is a great head start that I've got, but I've got to make this returns model better. And having all these scripts going on is making it chaos. So the goal here is to make one script that just has 3 classes. One class is for a universe. You can and then I can go through and code and define the universe any way that I want. Um, another this is all be in one script. So that's the first class, is for getting the universe data. The second class is for training the model, so trying out different inputs, things like that. And then the third class is going to be for a portfolio strategy. So let's go start building that. So what should I call this? This is chaos. Oops, it's going to put that in data. I want to put it here. So what should I call this file? Organized strategy. Organized. Okay, so what do I have in there? Defining a universe class, strategy class, and then training class. Man, I can't think of a good name to call this. Assessment, training, concise, not analysis, I've already called it that. I don't know, clean something, clean analysis. Oh yeah, that's good. Clean analysis.py. Okay. So this is a simplified script that can hold and test out different strategies. Universe, defining and picking, let's say this allows user to define and pick universe dynamically. Okay, next there's going to be one for model. Allows for dynamic model creation / selection. And then finally, we're gonna say portfolio strategy. Incorporates the model. Okay, then I'm gonna put my name here. What's the date? Feb 3rd, 2026. Okay, so first class, universe. Okay, let's make the next class, model. Same thing, we're just setting up blank Python classes that do nothing right now. And then portfolio strategy. Portfolio strat is easier. Okay, so the first thing is defining a universe. So let's look again at how the universe is defined. Get data v4. So what can change here? Let's add a method here called create. And what are the variables? So num Okay, so we're changing around the minimum price filter, the bottom and volatility filter. So we don't want to do anything. Do we want to pass this stuff when I initialize? Let's do a function and say add volatility filter. Add filter. Okay, and then when we initialize, we can say self.filters is a blank list. And then self. Okay, and then we want to add in a new class for model filter. And initialize. Adios. Hey, thanks. That's exciting. Next time, I hope I'll have a better model going on. Something a lot cleaner. So first, model filter class. This is a general class for the filter, so don't do anything yet. Oh, here it said create, but let's just pass. Oh no, not model filter. Universe filter. So let's just put a comment here, filters for the universe. So class filter. So this will be a general class for a filter. Now every day. But I need to get a schedule. It seems like these, when I do it later at night, things work better. I get way more viewers when I do later at night. So, and I think well late at night. So I think I'll do, I'll make this a regular thing. When did I start today? I've been going for 30 minutes. It's 9. It started at 8:30. Yeah, so maybe I should make a schedule. I'll start between, I don't know, sometime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Comment if there's a certain time that's good. What do you think is a good time? I'm bad at that. My goal this year is to do a live stream every day. I've been doing a lot, but not every day. But I haven't really gotten a good schedule going. And I think that kind of hurts my viewership. It would really help to have a good schedule. And since I'm now unemployed, I'm going to do morning stream probably too. So I like to paint. You can see some of my paintings in the background, but I haven't been doing that recently. Those don't get nearly as many views. This project seems to do the best in views of any project I've done, other than sports betting. But go figure, people can make money, so it's interesting. Also, coding's a lot easier to watch than painting. Painting could be pretty boring to watch. I need a better streaming setup for my painting, really. No, West Coast time. My computer is on East Coast time. But I'm on the West Coast. I was on the East Coast until I lived in Baltimore from 21 till last September, and I never changed my computer back. I don't really know how. I just adjust it in my head. Okay, so a filter. Get top liquid tickers. It's kind of hard having a filter class. I mean, is there anything generally I want to do? I guess I could say execute. Yeah, I don't know. Let's say. So now we'll do another class, volatility filter. And we'll initialize. And then what do I want to do here? I could either do So what when I'm doing? Oh no, not volatility, volume, liquidity. Mm. So for the oh no, this shouldn't be here. I want to say pass. For the universe, I want to say self.filters equals that, and then I want to be able to add whatever filters I want. Yep, John. Well, not Johns Hopkins anymore. That was now 2 jobs ago. Oh, is that on my GitHub? I need to update. I need to update everything. I haven't even updated my dating profile. People, I match with girls on Tinder and they say, "Oh, what's Baltimore like?" I'm like, "Oh, I haven't lived there in half a year." But it's nice. Um okay, so self filter, and then we can say self dot filters dot append filter. And this should be of type filter. Oh, LinkedIn. What? I didn't even. How'd you find my last name? Oh, yeah, my last name's on my channel. Never mind. Add me on LinkedIn. Do you have any jobs? Are you hiring? I need a job. Okay, so volatility filter. Let's see. Oh, oops. Oh, good. Google AI Studio. Okay, let's forget about that for now. That'll come later. How I wrote a subclass in Python. How do I always forget how to do this? Initialize it so that the init is called from I was really kidding. I just think it's funny. I've never been unemployed since I graduated college. But it's not so bad, you know. Unemployment, you make a lot of money. You just have to apply for jobs. And I could focus on this. And really, I'm not really built to work a normal job like most people. Oh yeah, okay. Super init. So here we'll do super dot under init. I guess I could add a name here. Name is volatility. Okay. And then we can say N. So here I'm doing we should initialize with the data frame. Self dot data is equal to df. Okay, then we'll have the data in there. And then we can say apply. And the default application will just be nothing. And then here for volatility filter, when we apply, just do that. DF month, what is that? DF month. So get top liquid tickers, DF lick. So this is what it's walking through. So we could just say self.df of close times self.df of volume. Then we need pandas. $vol. What the hell is that? Oh, it's here. Yeah, good. Okay, then we should, oops, add a description here for what's going on. Gets the top, ooh, that's not volatility, liquidity. So gets top and liquid stocks from a data set. Okay, so this is pandas dot data frame, and this should just be data frame containing ticker data, and should be a integer. So let's put the type here, pd.dataframe, and is an integer, and number integer, that's kind of obvious. We'll just say number of top liquid stocks to filter for. And then for example, n equals 10 gets the top 10 liquid stocks in the data frame. And then the name shouldn't be that. We should say liquidity. Okay. Make this full screen again. Okay, so let's think. We've got this. Let's add a new file called clean tests for testing this file. And from dolt reader, import data reader. And then we could do, and then from clean analysis, import everything. So now we've got the data, we've got the clean analysis. Let's make our first test. Test liquidity filter. I'm gonna turn that on, then we could say if test liquidity filter is equal to true. Let's say here, let's isolate this and say flags, isolate this, and say tests. So if test liquidity filter is true, let's say here first, show me a list of the top 10 stocks by liquidity from December 2025. That should be N. Self.n. Okay, so test liquidity filter, if that's what we want to do. First we need the stocks, but I wrote this so long ago I forgot. Alright, let's do dr is equal to data reader, and leave as is. Get earnings data. Get all data. We can't get earnings data, so let's do get stock data. Right, so dr dot get batch stock data, and let's just get everything, right? So somewhere here I put I feel like somewhere I put all the stock symbols. All right. Data. Yeah, what does that look like? Let's look in Python. Exit out of that, exit out of that. Okay. Python 3. Import pandas as PD. And then let's go look at the data. So df is equal to pd.readFeather. And we want to look at data slash, what was it again? V5 training universe. Gotta end the quotes. So df is that, wow, that's a lot of data. Somewhere here I thought I put all data. Oh, all OHLCV. So what if we look at that? All OHLCV.data. .feather. All open, high, low, close volume .feather. df. Good, we'll just pass that in. So then how do we isolate for date? So df where df.date is greater than np.datetime 64 and let's say 2026 dash 2025 dash 01 dash yeah, that's fine, dash 01. Oh, forgot to import numpy as np. That's trying to filter the data sets. Is this gonna work? It's taking quite a while. Might be the data's just too big to do it efficiently. Dang it. Out of Red Bull. Well, that's gonna take all day. Okay, we don't have time for that. So how did I get data here? Get data v4, where am I reading from? I do read from that. Training batches for year and year, for month and month. All data of date. Yeah, well, why is this taking so long then? Okay. Whatever, maybe it'll run faster in here. So forget about that. We'll just say let's import pandas. And then we could say df is equal to pd.readFeather all data slash all underscore open, high, low, close volume dot feather. Get data v4, so target start. Yeah, so let's do December 2025. Year is equal to 2025. month is equal to 12. Then we could say target starts this. Relative delta, is that from pandas? All right. Get top liquid tickers. Where do we go through the year month loop? Here. So target end. Put that there. If target start, don't care about that. Liquidity window, previous month. Yeah, so target end year month 1. Target end. Target start is target end minus that. So this will get, oh, it'll be fine. We could get data for November of last year. And then let's do the mask. So mask is equal to that and that. And we want where df dot date is greater than or equal to target start, and df dot date is less than or equal to target end. And then what is that doing? So it's making just a data frame for the liquidity. Month df is equal to df of mask. And then we can say, now we're ready to test. So we've got, let's say, get data for November 2025. And then prove liquidity filter works. Okay, so back to get that out of here. Clean analysis. Put that over here. Liquidity filter. Dot apply. So now we'll say filter is equal to liquidity filter of, and when we initialize, we want to pass month df, and n is equal to 10. And then we'll say filter dot apply results is equal to filter dot apply, and oh, that's it. And then we could say print results. So let's see how this performs. Exit out of here. Python 3 clean tests .py. Cannot timestamp with datetime.date. pd.timestamp. Yeah, okay. It is that. Okay, so what's the difference here? Year, month, one, year, month, day. Target start. Looks right to me, so what line was this in? Maybe it's this. So let's see, what are these types? Put the debugger in here, import the debugger. And what type is target end? Type target start. Okay, let's take the debugger out. And I'll give this to Gemini. Say, why do I get this error? Okay, run. I need more coffee. Or some coffee. Okay, let's see what it says. Panda is generally strict, so it's datetime.date. I think so. That's gonna be numpy, right? Is okay. So pretty sure that's datetime 64. Does that fix it? Liquidity filter is not defined. Liquidity filter. Maybe I didn't save this. There's no attribute df. Oh. So yeah, let's just call it self.df. Save it, run it. Okay, so these are the top stocks. Now let's ask it again. Give me the top 10 stocks by liquidity from November 2025. Let's see if these match up. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a Dr. Pepper really quick. Be right back. Boy. All right. Let's see. What's it say? NVIDIA, SanDisk. Oh, so it's not going to give us. All right, so we'll have to take out the. So SPY won't be in there. Then NVIDIA. Yep. SanDisk. Okay, so this is off. Let's try excluding ETFs real quick. So ETFs.feather, what's that look like? Python 3, import pandas as PD. ETFs is equal to pd.readFeather. And what I call that? ETFs dot feather. Then ETFs dot account symbol dot unique. Okay. So we'll say month df is equal to month df where, oh, we need to read in the ETFs. So ETFs is equal to pd.read feather ETFs dot feather. Is that in data? Data slot? No, it's just in the normal folder. Month df where month df dot account symbol not in ETFs dot account symbol dot unique. Okay, so let's see if that gives us the same results. Clean tests. Okay, I filtered out ETFs here. How'd I do it? ETF path. All right. I'll just copy that. So change this to be ETFs. All data is equal to month DF of, so negate where month DF of account symbol is in ETF list. Then we can get rid of that. Okay, let's run that. See what we get. Yeah, so this is November 25. Your results are different from mine. Who is wrong and why? Yeah, okay. See if we could find it. November 2025 top stocks by liquidity. Okay, a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so that's gonna be it for now. I'm at an hour 13, and my viewers have all dropped off, so no viewers. So may as well end it. Tomorrow I'm gonna keep working on this. I want to add to clean analysis every type of filter I want, and then we can add those in. So universe should be easy. I should just be able to add filters, so for whatever. And then call this top liquidity filter. Test top liquidity filter. And here we could say top liquidity filter. And here test top liquidity filter. Yeah, so the next thing I'm doing tomorrow is adding in, yeah, so these will all follow from the superclass for filter. Basically it needs to have an apply function. And then here I can just say add whatever filters I want. and then say get universe, and it'll just say for filters and filters, for filter in filters apply the filter. And so then I'll get a nice clean class for the universe. Next, I'm going to develop a class for the model. And finally, develop a class for the portfolio strategy. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time to see me make more progress on this. And my goal is by the end of the month, I want to have a working model. Hopefully, I'll have a working model by mid-February, and then I can test it on paper trading for a few weeks and then go live at the beginning of March. That is ambitious, though. So, you know what? I'm going to add in, before I'm done here, the timeline. Timeline plan. So end of February. And then part of the stream, I think I'll assess the timeline. Have model. Have working model ready. So today's February, well, it's really February 3rd here on the West Coast. So a week from today, will be February 10th. So I'll say by February 11th. February 11th, I want to complete clean analysis and have working. Then, you know, that'll be done by February 11th. So by end of February, that will give me like 2.5 weeks to have a working model ready. That should be enough time. And then March, end of March, have live testing documented for different models. So I want to see how do different models perform in real time. And then beginning of April, go live. So that's my rough timeline. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Tune in the next time. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm unemployed now, so I'm going to be working on this every day. I'll do a stream. I'm going to at least do a stream every night on this. I might do a stream in the mornings, but also the morning stream I might focus on something else. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's all for today. Adios.